Okay, so I think
Are we live?
we are live.
Respecto the Pico.
Yes, we are live.
All right.
Okay, so can
I'm
I
gonna
intro
share
this?
sumbitch.
Because again, we want.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, once again.
Once again,
For
we're
the
back.
umpteenth time, we are introducing this video. Now, we were going to record a video today. We had an idea for our top 11 list because today is August 17th. Yesterday was August 16th. August 16th is the anniversary of Elvis Presley's death, right? A couple years before Elvis Presley died, on August 16th, Babe Ruth died. And those two are like two of the most famous people in the entire planet. And they died on the same day. I mean, what are the odds? It's pretty crazy, right? So last year I thought about this and I started busting this question out to everybody I saw. Who are the top 20 famous people of all time? So when we decided to do the podcast, I figured, well, that's a good podcast episode. But we got to do top 11 because that's what we always do, right?
Yeah.
So we get up here, and as you can see, our screen is set up quite a bit differently than we normally do.
Why is Respect the Pick over me?
It's because it's the window. It's something on the window.
Oh, that's all right.
So, I mean, I don't know if that's how it looks. I mean, we just can't get you on screen today. First, we had you in the corner, and live was over your face.
Yeah,
now Respect the Pick is in your way.
That's all right.
You're just not destined to be on camera today.
Why don't you just trade me with the guest to Respect the Pick? Nah, just leave it. It's okay. I don't care.
Yeah, we can do that. Look,
We're only talking about who yeah, we're just talking. You don't need to see us. I mean, you don't ever really need to see us, do you?
Right. I mean, I'm sure everyone's seen our face plenty.
You think so? All right, well, that's gonna flip.
It'll flip flop. Snip snap.
So we wanted to come live so we could get some other people's takes.
Hold on. Before we even get to that part, we were trying to put the list together. As you can see, there's a bunch of famous people written on the wall, and when we're
shorthand, too.
we're going to circle the people who definitely stayed on, underline the people who were probably going to make the list, cross out anybody who is obviously gone, and it started to get a little hot. Right,
yeah,
we started to get a little, we started to get a little compassionate and about, who
we thought was famous.
Yeah, passionate. We were getting very passionate about who we thought belonged on the list. So we decided that we should be arguing about this on camera because it's entertaining. Now
it was entertaining.
Now the problem is, where do we go from here?
Well, we also want to know what other people think. Who are we missing? Are we missing anybody?
Right. Well, we were going to present our top 11 and then find out who we're missing. But I mean, we can go from here if we want because we're going to re-upload this video once we're done live. Now, do we want to bring Jaden out because
where is Jaden?
Jaden is someplace.
Where's his camera?
His camera is facing the chalkboard wall.
The chalkboard. We have the chalkboard.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We have one Jaden Sherman. Hello.
Jaden, hi Jaden. In front of the chalkboard wall. That's our it's like our version of the magic wall that like CNN uses to like, show the election results.
Right.
By the way, are we going to stream live on election day?
We're just ladies and
gentlemen, we have reports coming in that CNN reports that.
Well, it depends
Fox
on how
News reports.
It depends on how good
the pick
Jaden's drawing is of the United States of America and all 50 states.
How about the two candidates too? I'll draw them.
I mean, this is a sophisticated system. I mean,
yeah, this is a good system.
So yeah, we're listen. We're not talking about George Washington.
Right. No politics. No politicians. We're not talking about Barack Obama.
You're right. No Biden. No Bush. No
historical figures are
historical figures. Basically, you have to have been famous since 1900.
Right.
Otherwise, everybody. If you've made it past 1900 and people still know who you are, I feel like you're in a different level than famous. You're historic.
Right.
So,
which brings in your Billy the Kids and Al Capone. Well,
now why does that say 19? What is that? What is that saying?
Average
that's how duration.
19 seconds. People tune in.
People watch us for 19 seconds and then turn us off.
Yeah.
Come on, you can give us more than 20 seconds, people. Jeez. Jeez,
So-
if you're my friend on Facebook, I have a link on my Facebook page to hear.
Well, if
You
they're
can owe me. You can give me at least 19. At least give me
49 seconds.
At least give me. Oh, that's probably we're watching it.
Hold
We're
on.
watching
can-
it?
No,
I,
we're not watching it.
I gotta put the link on my Facebook page.
Oh,
too.
Oh, we're gonna do this live.
you're gonna. Okay, so anyways, we're doing it live. While Phil's doing that, I'm gonna give you some of the names we've had. Obviously, Elvis Presley. Jaden wrote him down as Pelvis. Elvis the Pelvis. Yeah. Well, he's got to be up there. Who else is up there?
Right alongside Bruce,
Bruce.
aka Babe Ruth.
That would be Babe Ruth.
Right, the two names that pretty much started it all.
Yeah, Babe Ruth and
Pelvis
Elvis.
and Bruce.
This whole debate.
We got Marilyn Monroe. We got give me some names. John Lennon,
John Lennon,
Taylor
Michael
Swift.
Jordan, Michael Jackson, T.
Tom
Swift.
Cruise, Paul McCartney.
We got Sinatra up there as our Tanis for all of you
yeah.
Dick Van Dyke fans.
Yep. Queen Bee. It's Beyonce. Who else we got?
We got Tiger Woods,
Tiger Woods. Tom Brady, LeBron
Yeah, Tiger
James,
Woods.
Eminem.
Tom Hanks, Jennifer Aniston.
We got Madonna.
I don't know who Cece is.
I heard Tiger Woods likes foot shit.
Oh,
Does he like foot stuff?
I'm Tiger Woods. That's Tiger
Yeah,
Woods.
Tiger Woods.
I heard that from a news source like the Philadelphia Sunny or something.
Jaden, who's CC?
Who is CC? I can't even read that list.
It says CC, but I don't know who
Does
CC
say
is.
CC.
We had J.R.R. Tolkien. We had Shaq. I can't really see the rest because Jaden's standing there, but
Oh, we had ScarJo, Jerry Seinfeld.
ScarJo. She ain't even close to this.
she's the highest paid though.
We had
You
Mary
know,
Tyler Moore.
I was just
no,
trying to think of famous.
Mary Tyler Moore, she was one of the people that got us pretty hot.
Yeah.
Mark is pretty dead set on. Do you think a top 11? Do you
No,
really
not
think
top 11, but maybe top 20 or top 30.
See, she was huge in the Dick Van Dyke Show. She was huge in Mary Tyler Moore. She was, very revolutionary. Very.
And she was huge after the
She
marriage
was-
for a little while. They were making TV shows just for her because they were trying to play off her fame.
Okay, which ones?
What shows?
Because I don't remember
They
any
didn't
past
do.
the Mary
They
Tyler
didn't
Moore
do
show.
very well, but it doesn't stop her from being famous.
Well, they made,
People know who she is.
they made a lot of shows for Julia Louis-Dreyfus too, and
And she's pretty famous. Let me say this, okay? This isn't about what have you done for me lately, okay? Somebody can still be famous and not be doing anything anymore. Charlie Chaplin, put him on here.
Oh no,
Charlie Chaplin.
That's CC. There's CC.
That's
We
CC.
figured out CC.
Charlie Chaplin is still mad famous.
Yes.
And he hasn't done anything since he died, has he?
No, not that
No,
I.
I don't. Yeah, I don't think. I don't think he's done anything since he's died.
No.
So the fact that they hasn't they haven't done for me lately, that's irrelevant. What's relevant is do people still know who they
Well,
are?
at the same time, if you weren't big enough, the further removed you are from your life, then yes,
Right.
the less.
And Mary Tyler Moore was, super popular. Was doing her main stuff in the 70s, a little bit in the 80s, not as much, but people still know who she is. That's my point.
Okay, but
That's my point.
but we're 30 years removed, 40 years removed from the 80s.
But who cares about how far they're removed or not? We're
Because I
talking about-
just said the further removed you are, the less famous you're going to be if you weren't big enough.
But people know who she is still.
True, but I mean, it's
Not
not
as
as much as like a Babe Ruth. Was there someone we were
Nobody
going
said
up
they were gonna be
against?
Babe Ruth.
No, who were we getting in the big issue with?
I don't know.
Was it someone
Billie
specific?
Eilish.
Billie Eilish. I put Billie Eilish.
Yeah,
I didn't
see-
say Billie Eilish is more famous than Mary Tyler Moore though.
You
I
did.
said Billie Eilish is more famous than Tiger Woods.
You got to keep talking into your microphone.
Okay, yeah.
But I said Billie Eilish is more famous than Tiger Woods. I did not say Mary Tyler Moore.
Okay. Well, I think Tiger Woods is definitely more famous than Billie Eilish.
See, I gotta disagree with you.
Mark?
It's not even close.
Right.
Tiger Woods is
Right.
more famous.
And my argument to Jaden is that there are way more young people who know who Tiger Woods is than there are old people who know who Billie Eilish
And
is.
let's make a difference here between popular and famous. Okay, popular right now doesn't make you more famous than somebody who
Right.
who may be past their prime.
Can I make the argument though that there are more young people than there are old people?
Who's Carnage 909?
I don't know, but that person has.
Carnage 909 agrees that Tiger Woods is more famous.
Thank you, Carnage. Can you tell us your name? Carnage.
Well, no, they're just Carnage.
Carnage. Are you? Just tell us if you're somebody we know, or if you're somebody you just.
Isn't Carnage a Venom villain?
Yeah, Carnage is a Venom villain.
Okay.
It's like,
But I want to know if Carnage is like somebody from our circle that knows who we are, or somebody that's
I would like to know the age.
Just
it's Heath.
Oh,
It's
all
Heath.
right, Heath.
It's my brother-in-law.
All right. Well, that's a little bit disappointing.
Okay.
Heath, I'm sorry you're cool, but we wanted it. We wanted to. Hopefully, we're drawing somebody else out from somewhere else before. Heath, let us know if you got anybody who you think is famous that we haven't talked about. But Tiger Woods is more famous than Bill.
So, do we want to actually try to piece this together now, or do we want to just keep listing who we have up there?
Well, let's try to think about who have we circled, Jaden? You tell us who we've circled.
right, so far we have circled.
So
Elvis the Pelvis.
let me remind you that the guys we circled are the guys that we think are in already in the top 11.
Yeah, Elvis is. I think he's automatic. And again, he started this whole thing because he died the same day as Babe Ruth.
Elvis,
he just had the movie about him last week or last year.
Right.
Great movie.
Elvis and Babe Ruth are both on there. We've also got Marilyn Monroe, Taylor Swift, Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson. Those are the only people we have circled so far.
How many is that? 6?
That's 6.
6 people. So we have room for 5 more.
We do have quite a few people underlined as well.
Okay, so the underlines are people that we would still consider. Give us some of those underlined.
Tom Cruise should be underlined.
Yeah, Tom Cruise should be underlined. We got Tom Brady.
Tom Brady probably should be circled.
You can't circle them yet. Let's wait. We only got 5 more spots. We only got 5 more spots.
Paul McCartney, Sinatra.
Sinatra, I would circle.
Sinatra over McCartney?
Yes. Just because Paul McCartney is tied too much to the Beatles.
I have to agree with him that I know Sinatra's name. I know the Beatles more than I know Frank Sinatra, but I know.
What if you put do the Beatles deserve to be in there as a group?
No.
There's no other group that would be there. So it's not like saying if you put the Beatles in as a group, then you have to put the Monkees in as a group because nobody else is going to compete with the Beatles.
Right.
I mean, what Mick Jagger, Rolling Stones,
maybe.
But I don't know. I don't know if they would. Not in the top 11.
You can't.
But the Beatles could make the top 11 if they were the Beatles.
But I don't think we should take them as the Beatles because it's most famous people, not most famous group.
Right.
Okay?
I agree.
All right.
I think. But so in that.
But
sense,
do we? Go ahead.
In that sense, I think Sinatra has Paul McCartney beat because I know the Beatles more than I know Frank Sinatra.
I agree.
But I know Frank Sinatra more than I know Paul McCartney.
I agree.
But do you think Frank Sinatra is the top 11 most famous?
I don't know about that.
So let's keep him underlined.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Heath says Elvis is the top 5 for sure, and Michael Jackson too. Michael Jackson and Elvis pretty much created a different entire kind of music.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not necessarily about how much they changed things or how good they were.
Right,
or
but
anything. It's more about how famous they are.
Right, but
to Heath's point, they're going to continue to be famous because of
their influence on a certain industry or certain style of music.
And that's why Tiger Woods. That's why Tiger Woods is going to continue. Because
right. In
first of all, he changed golf. He made it so African Americans are golfers. Right. He brought in that was all just white men for the longest time.
Okay. Yeah.
And so Tiger Woods,
and everybody and their mother was grabbing their kid and shoving him off to the golf course and saying, "My kid's going to be the next Tiger Woods."
That's right.
Because the impact he had on the game.
And
of
if
golf.
Tiger Woods was going to be in a tournament, it was going to be popular. It was going to be on TV. They were going to get ratings. People were going to show up. If Tiger Woods wasn't there, all that stuff was lessened by a lot.
And it only magnified when all the controversies came in. The cheating on his wife and
that's kind of where I start getting iffy about Tiger Woods because we said that we are not going to include infamy.
True,
I think part of his fame is his infamy.
But I mean, he's not. You can't. The reason he says infamous is because I brought up O.J. Simpson. You can't put him in the same category as O.J. So I don't think he's that infamous.
Let me throw somebody out here who you guys don't like or appreciate the way I do, but his fame may last because of the way he changed something. Howard Stern.
I don't think enough people know who he is.
You're out of your mind. Everybody knows who Howard Stern is.
I didn't know who Howard Stern was until you started listening.
Do you know who he is now?
Now I do.
That's what matters. That's what matters. You know who he is now. You know who he is, right?
Yeah, I know.
My wife knows who he is.
Yeah.
At least put him up there. You don't have to circle him.
Does Grayson know?
Grayson knows who Howard Stern is.
I'm not even going to underline him.
And he changed the radio
yeah,
industry.
he did. I mean,
He was the first shock jock,
Right. And
You know?
he also
and he fought the FCC,
and he was a big part of satellite radio, right?
Yep, big part of satellite radio. He was on America's Got Talent. I don't know, man. He's pretty famous.
Yeah, I guess.
He's pretty famous.
Which reminds me, America's Got Talent. Should Simon Cowell be on that list?
Nah.
Do we
I
think
mean,
he's
Howard
big
Stern has millions of listeners just to his. He has millions of people that listen to him every day.
True.
Right? That's just people who listen to him. Then people who don't listen to him also know who he is.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not about liking somebody.
Right.
It's not about how popular they are at the time. It's about if people know
How many
them
people
or not.
know who they are?
Okay, well then I'd like to put another name up here.
Did you put Howard Stern up there?
I did.
Who are you putting up there? G. Ramsey. Okay, Gordon Ramsay needs to be
Yeah,
up there.
he's huge. He said "Baba Booey." He agrees with Howard Stern.
Good.
That he should be up there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying he's a top 11,
Right.
but you got to consider him.
He's on the wall. I put Gordon Ramsay up on the wall. He's over here.
Gordon Ramsay's big right now. I think everybody. He's the
Well,
chef.
I
He's
think he was
big-
bigger before.
He's
than he
been
is
big for a while. He's got his own media
when
development because he
Hell's-
does so many shows.
When Hell's Kitchen first came out, he was really, really big.
Yeah.
But, and it's died off a little bit.
but he's getting more. He's coming back up.
he's got a lot of shows.
He's
Well,
got so many shows.
Yeah, I think any reality show is falling a little bit because there's not as much network TV. It's all streaming now.
True.
But
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they're all on Paramount
All right,
or
so
Peacock or whatever, right?
Let's. All right, we have 6.
We have
Does anybody think that the 6 that we circled, any of them needs to be out? That is Marilyn Monroe, Elvis Presley, Babe Ruth, Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson,
and
Taylor
and
Swift.
Taylor Swift. Do any of those 6 people need to be out?
I certainly don't think so.
To me, I'm not saying I need to take her out, but it's early to put Taylor Swift as one of the most famous
No,
people
it's
of
not.
all time.
She's probably the most famous person alive right now.
Right now, yeah. So, I mean, I don't
So,
know.
I mean,
is she
that-
more famous than Michael Jordan?
Yeah,
Is he the second most famous person alive right now?
Michael Jordan. I don't even know.
I think Taylor Swift has got to be more famous than Michael Jordan.
I think Tom Brady's more famous than Michael Jordan.
I disagree with that.
I
I don't know.
don't
Football
think
is
so.
a little bit more. Football is more popular than basketball. I will put that argument out there.
Yeah, but Michael Jordan, when he was playing, everybody loved him. They don't like him as much as they used to. Now, people hate Tom Brady
hate
too,
Tom-
but
Well,
he's
he
still
kiss-
famous,
He
though.
kisses his kids on the lip. That's weird.
Most people hate Tom Brady because he
Because he beat
cheated.
their team all the time.
ruined their.
All right, so we have those 6. Nobody thinks anybody needs to go. Let's add one right now.
from our list,
To get it started,
Heath wants to know if Tupac or Biggie Smalls belong on the list.
Absolutely not.
Maybe more so Tupac. I mean, that was
I
a
think
pretty
One of
famous
the most
story.
famous people of all time, Tupac?
I don't know if it's top 11, but he's worth
He
discussing.
deserves.
He
being on the
deserves
wall.
being mentioned. Maybe
Because he was murdered.
because of his lifestyle and the whole feud. That was a huge story.
All right. Then does Lorena Bobbitt belong on the list?
See, I don't know who is Lorena Bobbitt.
Nope, if he doesn't know, then she automatically
some guy
is off.
cheated on his wife, and his wife lopped his.
Oh,
Man
I remember hearing that story.
Weird Al, there's a verse.
Once there was a man who made his wife so mad one night that she cut off his wiener.
Oh,
Wiener, yeah. All right, so let's circle one. Everybody pick one that they think should be circled. I'm going to say.
I say Frank Sinatra.
I say Muhammad Ali. We haven't talked about him.
I probably will agree with you.
I say Muhammad Ali should be circled.
I can get behind Muhammad Ali being circled.
So if Jaden knows who he is, that's a pretty good start.
He's a boxer.
because
He was
Jaden represents not only the younger,
but also the
third,
non-sports
the
people.
non-athlete.
And if
right.
Jaden knows who Muhammad Ali is, right? There's
I'll
going to be
circle
some
Muhammad
young people who know who Muhammad Ali is. But if you say, "I know somebody," do you think Muhammad Ali is famous? They're going to say, "Oh yeah, I don't know who he is, but I've heard of
right,
him."
right,
Right. So we just still only have Heath.
yep. Still
Heath,
just
thanks,
it's cool. Thanks
Heath,
for watching.
Thanks for staying with us, man. I appreciate it.
Listen, Heath's going to be a guest on our show.
All right.
Yeah.
Because listen, you want to see some serious Minecraft shit, dude? This guy's got some amazing stuff.
Well, they do it too.
I'm trying. Who does they too?
Grayson and Jaden. Well,
Oh,
they used to.
they don't got Heath
Heath
stuff.
doesn't still play
No,
Minecraft.
you
does he?
don't. They don't got Heath stuff.
I've
I
seen
have some pretty good builds.
He's
all
got
right?
some next level shit, man.
I've got some pretty good builds.
Okay, well,
So-
Minecraft is famous.
And now that's not a big boy game, but we want Heath for a big boy game
That's
episode.
a big boy game.
no, it's
Minecraft is a big boy game.
Now it is.
definitely is not a big boy game. So wait, are we circling Muhammad Ali?
He's already circled.
So we have 7.
I'm on
We
board
have
with
7.
Muhammad
So we need
Ali.
5 more.
Here, I'm gonna go ahead and
Put somebody up for debate and let me know.
Underline 2. I think you made some compelling arguments with Howard Stern.
Okay.
But I also think Gordon Ramsay could be in consideration.
I don't think top 11 of all time.
Gordon Ramsay or Howard Stern? Probably both.
Ramsay.
Probably both.
I think more Howard Stern than Ramsey. Although
Everybody knows who Howard Stern is.
But everybody knows who Gordon Ramsay is.
it's
too.
true. I think everybody does know who Gordon Ramsay is.
But will they all?
Should they all is my thing. I mean, I just don't get reality TV in general because
I
it's
like
so,
Gordon
it's so
Ramsay.
not
Gordon
reality.
Ramsay's not as reality television as it's more just like a game show.
Right.
Almost. A lot of his stuff is like a game show.
right.
Hell's Kitchen.
That reminds me, game show. What about Bob Barker?
Who?
Bob Barker.
Bob Barker?
He just said
Okay,
who's
never
Bob
mind.
Barker.
Okay.
That's gone.
I've heard
Okay,
his
how about
You've heard of The Price is Right?
I've heard of The Price is Right.
speaking of
He hosted The Price is Right
speaking
for
of
like 50 years.
speaking of Bob Barker, Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler deserves to be considered.
He's not a top 11er. Though,
I don't
so
know
we
if he is,
Just
but
write
yeah.
him down.
Yeah.
He at least deserves to be written on the board, right? What
I
about
think
like?
if A. Sandy gets to be.
What
written
about
on the
Eddie
board-
Murphy?
What about, like,
Chevy,
Eddie Murphy's big.
Chevy Chase,
Chevy Chase is falling off.
Dave
quite a bit.
Chappelle?
What about Jay Carey?
Jim Carrey?
Jim Carrey?
That's a big
How did we
one.
miss that?
That's a
That's
big
when we
one.
missed.
I think I'll go ahead and underline Jim Carrey right
Early to mid 90s, there was no one bigger.
Yeah.
Ace Ventura, The Mask,
now.
Dumb
Yeah,
and
he had
Dumber.
so many movies.
What do you think about some of the
Gigantic.
older actors like Audrey Hepburn? Put Audrey Hepburn up there. Audrey Hepburn. What about like Clint Eastwood or?
Oh, Clint Eastwood's big.
Clint Eastwood's got to be up
Clint
there.
Eastwood's big.
Clinty?
Top 11. Clint.
Everybody knows
got
who
Clinty.
Michael J. Fox.
He had 2 movies.
All right.
Uh-oh.
I'm trying to think. We lost Heath.
Uh-oh. Heath brought up one of our doomed characters on the show.
Who?
What about Dwayne The Rock Johnson?
You got to put him on there. I'm not saying. I'm not saying we're.
I don't know if you saw the episode, Heath, but
If we talk about Dwayne the Rock Johnson, we'll ruin the show.
That's him.
we put The Rock as... we put The Rock... Jaden put The Rock on his overrated list.
Yeah,
'Cause he
Jaden
is
says any
overrated.
movie he's in.
Any
is-
movie he's in, I know is going to be bad.
Yeah.
If I see him on the cover of the movie, I know. I don't want to see that movie. And it's not that I think The Rock is
It's
a bad
it's a good
person.
call though. He's famous.
Robert
Rob
De Niro?
Johnson. Robert De Niro's up there.
I'm trying to think of some of the guys. You know,
Right.
We're missing some actors. We got to be missing some actors.
Oh. Well, he could fall on the politician now too, though. With the guy Arnold, he's pretty
Arnold.
famous. Everybody
Arnold.
knows who he is.
Arnold.
Come on,
Hey, I got another one.
put him on the list.
Listen, I got another one who I almost want us to circle immediately.
Who?
The 24-inch pythons. The hot dog skin. with the
Oh,
silky hair of
Hulk
a Chinese
Hogan.
man.
Oh,
Dude, Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan he warrants consideration. Who doesn't know who Hulk Hogan
I'll
is?
underline him. I'll underline
Who
him.
doesn't know who
Yeah,
Hulk Hogan?
wrestling was huge in the 80s, mid
Hulk
80s.
Hogan and Hulk Hogan transcended it. Hulk Hogan was bigger
Yeah,
than wrestling
yeah.
was.
He won like what?
I mean,
8
he was the first
bajillion?
wrestler to be in movies, right?
Were there many wrestlers in movies?
Probably he was. The
I mean,
first.
he was the first, and then there was more. I mean, Roddy Piper and
right.
The Rock
the late
and John
great
Cena.
Roddy Piper.
Yeah.
The maniac.
Absolutely
He loves
great.
you.
Roddy
Cena
Piper.
got pretty big
He
in the
loves
music
you.
community.
John Cena's good too.
I like John Cena. He's cool.
We got to be missing some of those old school actors and movies and
I mean, there
Well,
are.
I mean, we're
actresses.
missing them for a reason. They're out of sight, out of
Lucille
mind. They're not
Ball.
as famous.
Lucille Ball.
Lucille Ball. I thought
She's
she
on
should
the-
be
she's up
right
here.
on the
She's
list.
right there.
But-
But we crossed her out because I don't really know who she is.
Yeah, you've never heard of the show I Love Lucy.
I have, but I didn't know that her name was Lucille Ball.
Okay, I mean,
Well, if we said Lucy, would you have known?
If you would have just said Lucy, no, I wouldn't have known.
Oh,
You would have had to say the I Love Lucy lady. And in my mind, that destroys your fame if you're like, oh yeah, the one lady from the main character in I Love Lucy. If you don't know their name,
Right. If the
it
name
shouldn't
doesn't
be
pop to you.
What about? Can we say the actor? Or can we do their character? What about Pee Wee Herman?
No.
Pee Wee Herman. No.
I think Pee Wee Herman, the character, was big, but
I don't think everybody knows that Paul Rubens played him.
yeah, I don't.
So that's what I'm saying. You're not doing the character.
When Paul Rubin died, I knew him from Chowder before I knew him from Pee Wee Herman.
Chowder.
What
What's Chowder?
It's a cartoon. What about?
Well, hold on. Can we talk about the fact though that I wanted to upload my Pee Wee Herman impression to Respect the
Yeah.
Picks TikTok page? I reposted it the
next
Sunday.
day he died.
No, he died that night, and I found out
you jinxed him.
Monday.
You
I
killed
found
him.
out Monday
You killed Paul
killed him.
Rubin.
that he had passed
You
away the day
killed Paul
before.
Rubin. So you
How
guys,
freaking nuts is
you guys
that?
don't think Jerry Seinfeld deserves?
No,
not Jerry.
he maybe had the biggest show, but he so quickly fell out.
He really did. And
People still know who
yeah.
who he is.
People
know
still,
who-
listen. He's up on the list. I don't think he makes top 11.
Yeah, because people still know who he is in 20 or 30 years? I don't know.
Right.
The thing is these streaming services with these TV shows keep them alive a little bit. You can watch them whenever you want to.
Yeah, The Office had a big resurgence.
Yeah, nobody from there. The only one from Friends I thought would be Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
She's up there. She's right up here.
But I think the problem with the Friends cast is it kind of falls under the same thing as the Beatles, is they were only good together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
that's
Jennifer Aniston had a pretty solid movie career.
yeah, but she's not anything like
Nobody else.
like a Tom Hanks or
Nobody
something.
I mean, she was in Bruce Almighty.
Yeah, but I mean, that was a Jim
all right.
Carrey movie,
So
not a Jennifer Aniston.
so we circled Muhammad Ali. It's
Right.
time to circle somebody else.
I would like to make an argument for Jim Carrey.
Yeah, I mean,
Not only does everybody know who he is, he's been in so many movies.
True.
just the fact that he's in two staple Christmas movies.
Does everyone know who he is, though?
I think
Yes,
so.
everyone knows.
I'm
who
not
he
even
is.
sure Grayson knows.
Everybody watches The Grinch every Christmas,
I'm
and
not even
everybody
sure-
watches he's got a Christmas Carol too.
Well, does that make Chevy Chase up there? Because Chevy Chase.
It might. I guess you might have to think about
but
it.
he's got more than just Christmas movies that are super.
Jim
popular.
Carrey's way funnier than Chevy Chase was.
Yeah,
Oh well, they're funny in different ways.
I
Is this still Heath in there?
He says circle Beyonce.
would be ready to circle Beyonce.
Beyonce's huge.
And she's lasted a long time. Beyonce versus Madonna. Let's talk about that.
Oh
okay.
my dear Lord!
It's got to be Beyonce.
I don't know that it has to be.
Madonna was iconic in the 80s,
and Madonna changed herself so many times. There's so many different iterations of Madonna, and she just Madonna or
and
Beyonce.
She's kind of back in because she had like a bunch of surgery and she did an award show. And
I don't know what you're talking about. I've not heard.
You didn't hear about that? Okay, it was pretty big news.
I think
Beyonce or Madonna? We only get one.
I think people now would say that they like Beyonce better, right? In 50 years, if somebody says there's these two girls, do you know who they both are? Who are they more likely to know?
I think Beyonce.
It's hard
really
to tell.
think
It's
Beyonce.
really hard to tell. Madonna just has so much infamy that goes with her too. You know, like a virgin.
She was very sexualized
Right,
before it was
right.
sexual. Before
Right.
it was a thing, you know.
You know, making out with Christina Aguilera and Britney Spears on TV before like it was a regular thing.
Right.
I mean, she definitely deserves to be on the board.
And that like documentary that she did where they followed her and that her like she did like a sex book or something.
But I'm not ready to circle Beyonce unless we circle Madonna, and I don't know if I'm ready to circle them both.
Okay.
now. So
I don't think.
I'm not ready to put them in.
What about you said Jim Carrey? I could get on board with circling Jim Carrey. What about Frank Sinatra?
We're only circling one right now.
So my argument is for Sinatra out of everybody on that list.
If I can go back for a little bit here,
Okay.
I think I'm opposite you. I think Beyonce beats Madonna. If we're going to put Madonna on the list, we got to put Beyonce on the list.
Jaden, can you stand a little bit closer to the light? I think Heath
Yeah.
wants to read some of the names.
I listen. Jim Carrey or Sinatra? I don't know about Sinatra.
I mean, he's the songs. Some of the songs are staples.
I don't know any of his songs.
But you know who
Fly
he is.
I know who he
me
is.
to
Oh,
the
okay.
moon,
I know that
Let
one.
me sing among the
Play among the
stars. Play among the stars. New York, New York. He was in a bunch of movies.
What movie? I can't. Here's the thing about Sinatra. I can't picture what he looks like.
No? All right. I mean,
You know what I mean?
he paints. He paints
does
clowns.
But he goes by a pseudonym, Artanis.
Right.
I
Sorry for outing you, Frank.
so it's my I decide between Jim Carrey and for Sinatra, or are we both? He says Jim Carrey, you say Sinatra. This doesn't mean neither one. They're both not going to make it. But that's for right now. We're adding somebody else to the.
I think maybe you have to go Jim Carrey. I think more old people know Jim Carrey than young people know Sinatra at this point.
I agree, Jim Carrey. Give him a
Okay.
circle.
Heath says he knows who Sinatra is, but don't really know his songs or what he looks like either. And
All
he's my age.
Let
our
me
age.
make a very strong argument
I don't know how strong it's going to be.
for Terry Boyer, also known as Hulk Hogan. Who doesn't know who Hulk Hogan is?
A lot of kids.
Bullcrap.
A lot of kids.
Nope. I
Don't know who he is?
Yeah.
I gotta disagree with you because he became a meme again. He became a meme with the brother.
Have you ever
I've
seen
never
that
seen
little
the meme.
kid walk into him and he says, "Let me tell you, Hulk." And Hulk says, "No, you let me tell you something, mister, brother. How'd you come in here with that shit?" And the kid goes, "Well, I'll tell you what, Hulk Hogan."
No, I haven't.
This kid's
seen
like
that.
this tall. When I came in here, I was 3, and now I'm 6 years old. And what are you gonna do with the 24-inch pythons? Run, wild, wild, yo! And then he rips off his shirt.
I haven't seen that.
It's like a kid like this tall. He's 6 years old.
What's
Kids-
the point of the video?
Kids, it's
The
comedy.
kid loves Hulk Hogan.
Funny.
Oh, so he wanted
his parents recorded him.
he
meeting him.
wanted Hulk Hogan to.
Apparently, he met him before, so then he had it set up. He was going to go in and meet Hulk Hogan again, and Hulk Hogan's like, "No, you let me tell you something. How dare you come in here with your shirt on? I thought your shirt would be off." He goes, "No, let me tell you something, Hulk Hogan. The way you lifted that stinking giant over your head at
He's-
WrestleMania and
he's-
slammed him to the ground."
He says it's very funny.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm happy with circling Hulk Hogan.
I think he's in the top.
You're Hulk Hogan over Madonna.
Yes.
It's pretty close, man. Dude, listen, you might not like pro wrestling.
More men know who Madonna is than more women who know who Hulk Hogan
Completely untrue.
Untrue.
Hulk
is.
Hogan.
Not untrue at all.
Yeah.
Everybody knows who Hulk Hogan is. Everybody.
He's
Nope.
right. absolutely
Everybody.
No.
You think
I
that
think-
little kid who went in there and talked about the holster knew who Madonna was?
Yeah,
No,
I
he
do.
No, he doesn't.
I do.
You gotta find that. We gotta find that video.
So Heath, you're saying no. Period. Madonna is more famous than Hulk Hogan.
No.
No.
I got it.
That's what it looks like to
sorry.
They're
me.
pretty close. If one's more popular than the other, I give the edge to the Hulkster. The Hulkster, yeah.
I think-
Yeah. Oh, I'm doing the
Although I
Macho
would like
Man
to say
now.
I think Beyonce is more famous than both of them.
Are we done with Sinatra then? Is Sinatra off the list?
No.
No, he's
If
not
he's
off the
not
list.
okay, so he's not.
He's not
crossed off.
circled, but he's still underlined.
Okay.
Like I think we can cross.
What is
off
Heath?
Audrey Hepburn.
Is Heath giving us his take?
He says Madonna over Hogan.
No way, Heath. You're wrong, brother.
He's not wrong.
You're wrong, brother.
Don't listen to him. You're right.
Wait, can you say you're wrong, brother-in-law? Can you say it?
No, because he's
gotta
not.
say
You're
it.
wrong.
You
He's
gotta
not
say it.
Say you're
wrong.
right. Say you're right, brother-in-law.
That's right, brother-in-law.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I think we can go ahead and cross off Audrey Hepburn.
Okay.
Yeah, no one knows who Audrey Hepburn is.
That's not true.
That's not true.
No one young.
It's
knows
not
who
true
Audrey
that
Hepburn
nobody
is.
knows.
Also
who she
not
is.
true. How old are you?
I'm 21.
He's young. He knows who she is.
She had some big movies,
Look at any list about the most famous actresses of all time. She's up there.
but I think we can cross her off.
What about Oprah? Got to write her down. You got to at least write.
She's
Oprah
got to
down.
be circled. Which brings up another person,
I'll
Ellen.
underline her.
Ellen.
Oprah and Ellen. How do we forget Oprah and Ellen? Although Ellen is starting to become.
I'm mad that we don't have more. I wanted more people to help us out with this, but
Yeah.
at least we have Heath.
Yeah,
But
we got Heath.
just a YouTube or a YouTube Live isn't as good as Facebook Live, right?
Well, what's the difference between this and YouTube for just posting?
I don't know.
You know, like
I don't know, brother.
brother. I'm not your brother. I'm your son.
Mick, will you do me a favor and check out, see if our food? Me and Phil can keep talking, but
Yeah.
you check and see if our food's here.
All right. I'll be back.
Just
Speaking of, talk about Arnold Schwarzenegger. while
I'll
I'm
be
gone.
back. But do we count him? He was the governor of California.
yeah, he was more famous.
So we got to put him out of the mix because he's a politician. Come on.
yeah, but that's not what made him famous.
No, but
what about
still.
Sylvester Stallone?
Sylvester Stallone, he's Rocky. Yeah, he's up there. I don't know if you can put him in top.
In my opinion, okay, for me, Sylvester Stallone is in the best movie of all time. To me, my favorite movie of all time is Rocky.
The original Rocky is your
first
favorite
Rocky.
movie of all time.
Yep.
Okay. Heath says Oprah should be circled twice. I think Oprah's got to go on that list.
Yeah. Yeah. Why are we thinking of Oprah just now?
I know. But we should be ashamed of ourselves. She was huge. Huge.
All right, circle Oprah. Jaden, do you think we should circle Oprah?
I'm good with circling Oprah.
All right, give her a circle.
Where did I put her though?
That puts us at 8 or 9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Was she in that list you sent me last night?
I don't know.
Puts us up to 9.
I mean, she has like Oprah's favorite things,
Yep.
the kind of influence she has on people.
Yeah.
People have talked about her. They want her to run for office.
How do you feel about me crossing off Paul McCartney and Howard Stern?
I say yes, Paul McCartney.
Mick,
Cross
is
off Paul McCartney?
our food is here?
Yeah, it's in the other room. I figure we can finish this up and then we can go eat.
We are at 32 minutes.
Okay. And we didn't get anybody to follow us, to watch us.
Got Heath.
Yeah, that's mean to say nobody.
He says I still think The Rock should be on there.
No.
You might not like him, but he's huge.
The most famous of all time,
He
though,
is huge.
he's not going to go down as more famous than Hulk Hogan.
No, he's not.
You don't think so?
No.
Who's scratching?
Stop.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I think Hulk Hogan's going to be more famous than The Rock in the end.
Okay.
There would be no Rock if it wasn't for Hulk Hogan. I mean, that doesn't mean that doesn't change the famous of him, but I think The Rock is taking a little bit of a hit, and
Well, that's because my opinions are public.
yeah, everybody knows. Everybody knows.
Now that
how-
everyone knows Jaden doesn't like The Rock.
That's right.
He's less popular.
I like Hulk Hogan better than The Rock too.
I do too.
Okay. So, is there any? Can we cross off anybody?
I don't think we need to cross off anymore. We need 3 more people.
What about Stephen King?
You guys want to circle Beyonce?
I want to circle Beyonce.
Okay.
I can get on board with Circle.
Stephen
Beyonce.
King, no.
No, Stephen King?
No.
You think cross off? No.
I think Stephen King is a cross off. No.
Okay. I think he is.
We haven't circled Tiger Woods yet.
No.
Tiger Woods needs to be circled.
You think?
What about Sinatra?
But here's the problem. Here's the problem.
What about LeBron?
I'm not sure you can circle just any one of those 3. Tiger, LeBron, or
Brady.
Tom Brady. I think how many spots left do we have? 2?
Well, I think your boy Sinatra's more famous than all 3 of them.
Then Tom Brady?
Yeah.
No. Not right
Or
now.
LeBron. We're not talking about right now.
More old people know who Tom Brady is than young people know who Frank Sinatra is.
Agreed. Tom Brady or LeBron? LeBron.
I mean, they're both
Tom
they're
Brady.
both the most popular in their sport right now,
No, it's got to be Tom
or
Brady.
the most famous.
Tom Brady, though, a lot of people don't like him.
I understand, but
They're
again,
not going to forget him, though.
No.
Right.
And he's not infamous either.
But we're only trying to get to number 11. We're only trying to get to 11.
Michael Jordan, he isn't always be the best NBA player.
We already
in history.
got Jordan, though.
Jordan's
Yeah,
on
Jordan's
there, dude. He was the first 6, right?
Yeah. He was
Yeah.
one of the original 6.
How about Shaq? You think Shaq beats Brady?
No.
No.
You think I should cross Shaq off?
Yes.
Shaq is huge. in
Most famous
more
people
ways
ever.
than one.
Listen, actors and actresses and singers are more famous than athletes.
Tom Cruise,
usually.
then? You think Tom Cruise over? Oh, I got a couple big ones here. Barbara Streisand,
Yeah.
Bette Midler,
Barbara Streisand's a good one. Cher. Cher.
Cher. Do you believe in life after law?
Think about some of the people who are like close to dying. They could be people that.
Mel Brooks.
What about? Oh, yeah, Mel Brooks. What about like the guys, the Saturday Night Live guys? Are any like try to? You know what I mean? I'm trying to think.
Eddie
of,
Murphy, Adam Sandler, Will Ferrell. Elf alone makes him pretty huge.
What about Eddie Murphy for this list?
Eddie Murphy.
Top 11.
I don't know about
What
top
about
11.
Bill Murray or Chevy Chase?
Bill
or
Murray's pretty.
Steve Martin.
I don't think you can do Chevy Chase
No. Okay.
or Bill Murray or who was the last guy you said?
I don't know.
I don't think any of those guys.
None of the Ghostbusters. The Ghostbusters don't make this.
I
list.
didn't say Dan Aykroyd. I mean, I didn't say any of the Ghostbusters, did I?
You said Bill Murray.
I'm going to take John Lennon and Paul McCartney out.
Oh, man. I don't think you can.
You have to. They're famous as the Beatles. They're not as famous as individuals.
We got a pretty big name up there who we kind of wrote and left alone.
Who is it?
Clint Eastwood. It's too hard.
What about-
11 is too hard.
Wait, what about John Wayne?
Well, I'll tell you, Pilgrim. I
What
don't
about-
think people know who he is.
I
What
don't know
about-
who John Wayne is. The first thing I heard when you said John Wayne is John Wayne Gacy,
What?
who is not who we're talking about.
He's an actor.
What about the dude from It's a Wonderful Life?
That would be Jimmy Star.
Again, because you said you had to say the dude from
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
Wonderful
Here's the
Life, that's
thing.
it.
I think a lot of the famous actors of old time people build them up in their head because they were people from the past.
It's nostalgia.
Yeah.
It hits you.
Not just the nostalgia, but when you're a kid and you hear about guys who were great, and your parents tell you how great they were.
He'll never forget his dog named Bo.
Listen, I think Charlie
What about
Chaplin.
Eminem?
Charlie Chaplin.
Eminem. Oh, he's just threw a pretty big one on there.
Who?
JT,
Who is that?
Justin Timberlake. He's pretty big.
Of all time, though,
For like
top
he
11.
was big for
top
like a
11 of
second.
all time.
He was bigger late 2000s, early 2010s.
Can I put
He's
him on
kinda
the
fallen
wall
off.
and then immediately cross him off?
Well,
Yeah, I mean he's worth. The name's definitely worth bringing up.
what about David Letterman?
Letterman, nah. Oh, but what about Johnny Carson?
What about
That's big and wild stuff.
what about
What about Jack Nicholson?
Ooh, he's a big one.
if you don't have Tiger, you can't have Jack. Oh, Jack Nicholson,
Yeah, not Nicholas.
not Nicholas.
We're talking about A Few Good Men.
What
We're
about
talking
some
about the
actresses?
Joker.
There's
Actresses?
actresses.
Julia Roberts,
Julia Roberts. She's no.
Whoopi.
Goldberg?
Yeah.
Whoopi.
Do you know any other Whoopies? Is there another Whoopi?
Cushion. Dick Van Dyke.
Dick
No,
Van
not
Dyke?
Dick.
No, unfortunately, no. He deserves.
He's a legend, but he's not.
I don't know, man. When he dies, there's people are going to talk about how great he was.
Ooh, here's a big one right now. Lady Gaga.
Top
Hold
11
on,
most
though.
famous people.
Hold on, though. You just reminded me of something. Betty White.
Nah.
No.
Top 11 most
Yes.
famous people. Get the hell out of here.
Over
No.
the last few
No.
years of her
No.
life, people
No.
worshipped her.
No.
People
No.
worshipped her.
Say
They
people worship her again.
"Oh,
No.
Betty White, she's the old
about-
and funny, and I love her.
How about Shirley Temple?
No.
The
No
drink?
freaking young people.
Mickey Mouse.
Way more people who are young who. Mickey Mouse is not a person.
What about Austin Powers?
Nope, he's not a real. Mike Myers? You want to talk about Mike Myers?
Tony Clifton? Is Tony Clifton still coming? You guys
He's
know?
coming. He's coming.
Tony Clifton, I hear he's giving me a little grief
Why?
because he doesn't want me here.
He doesn't want you to be here when
He
he
doesn't
comes?
want me to be here when he's here.
Oh, that
What?
sucks, dude.
He doesn't
Why?
freaking like me. I don't even know what I did.
I thought. Yeah, I mean, did you tell him like, say you're a big fan? You really want?
I did. I told him I'm a huge fan of Man on the Moon, and he's like, "Oh, well, I wasn't even real."
He's not. He's not going to.
So he'll come.
Listen, will you just?
I made this
Can
was
you at
my
least?
idea.
Can you at least hide when he's here?
This was my idea. This is
Can
my
you at
thing.
least hide while he's here so he
Yeah,
doesn't?
we got to meet him though.
We don't know. He won't know he's here. He'll be on the show, and then
Listen,
Then
if it comes down to him being like our first famous guest, then I guess I have to step
just
out,
stay
right?
upstairs or whatever.
Yeah, stay upstairs.
But that sucks.
You can watch the episode.
Yeah,
We'll
you'll watch
talk.
the episode, you'll come down and you'll like ambush him as he's walking out the door.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll at least get the sound of that.
Yeah.
I'll probably be able to hear from up there, huh?
You'll be up there
he's a
dying
big
laughing. You'll be up there laughing while he's.
He's a big personality.
Yeah.
He's just dropped another big name.
Oh boy.
Will Smith.
All time.
And it only got big. Dude won an Oscar and slapped the shit out of some guy in the
George
same
Carlin.
day.
He did.
I mean, George Carlin, get
Here,
out of here.
I'll put Will Smith on the
Ain't
list.
no young people know who George Carlin is. It's a damn shame, but they don't.
Nope, I got it. Morgan freaking Freeman.
He's pretty big.
Nah.
He's like
Top 11
the
famous
voice
people of
actor
all
guy.
time.
He is the voiceover person.
Yeah.
If you want to get someone to do a voiceover and you get Morgan Freeman, you got your movie made in the shade.
I can tell you one person who likes Morgan Freeman.
My friend Andy Dufresne.
That's Andy Dufresne.
Okay, listen. Let's wrap this up.
Yeah.
I want you to write down over here who we have on the list already. I'm going to tell you who they are.
Who's
we
writing
got
this down? 'Cause
Elvis.
I have nothing to write.
Talking to this guy. That's why I'm pointing at him.
Where do you want him to write? The wall
Right
is
there.
taken.
Yeah, right there by the wall. I'm pointing to it. If you'd
Okay.
watched me, you'd have seen what I was doing. Elvis, Marylin, Ruth, Muhammad Ali, Jim Carrey,
Ruth who?
Babe Ruth.
Ruth Gate.
Ruth
Babe.
Bader? Yeah, Ruth Bader
I don't even-
Ginsburg. That's
that's-
who we're talking
I
about.
couldn't think of her name.
Jim Carrey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oprah. And Beyonce. Beyonce's one of the top 11 most famous people of all time.
Listen, I'll put Madonna on there if it makes you feel better about Beyonce.
Yeah, I think
How's that? Is that
Dude,
good?
just
when
say it and
Beyonce's been around for 40 years, maybe we can talk about it. Madonna, 40 years, we're talking famous.
Beyonce's
been around for a
20 years,
long
maybe
time.
25.
Yeah, more than yeah.
Beyonce has been around for a
Think about it.
long
She really started to peak like right after Austin Powers 3, and that was 2002. That was the year Jane was born. So
she's been a long time.
Yeah.
I'm 21 years old.
like
dog.
Destiny's Child was late 90s, right?
All right, we can leave her in.
I'll put Madonna up there if
Who
it
do we
makes you
got?
feel better.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 2 more. I have 2 that I strongly want on the list, but I know you guys aren't going to agree with them. The 2 that I want on the list are Hulk Hogan
Hulk Hogan, I can agree with.
and Howard Stern.
I can't believe you want Hulk Hogan over Frank Sinatra.
I'll put Hulk Hogan, but I do not agree with Howard Stern.
You think that Hulk Hogan is more famous than Howard Stern?
Yes.
Hulk Hogan over Adam Sandler? Not even.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Not as far as most successful careers, but as everybody knows who he is.
Tell me one person.
What
who
about
doesn't-
Mr. T?
I will tell you plenty of people. You will find way more people who don't know who Hulk Hogan is before you find more people who don't know who Adam Sandler is.
Adam Sandler sucks. He's
Adam
not funny.
Sandler is fucking amazing.
How about
You
funny,
step up
though?
off Adam Sandler?
How about SpongeBob
Adam
SquarePants?
Sandler is hilarious.
He is not
He's
funny.
a nice
How about
dude.
SpongeBob
He's a
SquarePants?
nice dude.
SpongeBob also a character.
Oh,
He is a nice dude. He's one of the nicest guys in Hollywood. He's not funny.
Have you watched some of his earlier stuff?
Yeah.
Billy Madison.
Yep.
Happy Gilmore.
Yep.
Big Daddy.
Nope.
Big Daddy's a good one.
Adam
you
Sandler's not
seen
more
his
famous
stand-up?
than Heath. Adam Sandler more famous or Hulk Hogan? more
Maybe his
famous?
stand-up is really funny.
Listen, even if Heath likes Adam Sandler better, because Hulk Hogan probably was famous when Heath was little.
There's no way in hell Hulk Hogan is more famous than Adam Sandler.
Yes,
Way
he
more
is.
women know who Adam Sandler is than men know
Dude,
who.
you find me
Wait,
a little
no,
kid
no.
who goes, Adam Sandler, baby.
Yeah.
Yes!
Nobody does that. Adam Sandler
Show me a
in modern times.
I'll show you. You want to see it? The little kid that goes in there and talks about the Hulkster.
Heath let me down.
Well, he
Heath
said Hulk
says
Hogan?
over Sandler. No.
Yeah.
I'm going to cross
No.
Sandler off.
Just circle Hogan. Put him on the list. Hulkster.
Adam Sandler is still selling out 50,000 seat venues.
Hulk Hogan could too.
No, he couldn't.
Listen, it's not.
What is he gonna do? Flex his muscles, brother?
Hulk
By the
Hogan
way-
is old.
By the way, I
So is
guarantee
Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler's like 50.
Listen, you're going back. Hulk Hogan's like 70, and you're going back. You're going back to like who you like better and who's had a better career. That's not what this is. This is the most famous people of all time. People remember Hulk Hogan, and they will always
I'm
remember Hulk
very
Hogan.
clear on the rules. I know the rules, and I'm telling you, Adam Sandler is way more famous than Hulk Hogan.
I bet you the people who sell out his shows are all the same people.
He just loves Adam
please,
Sandler.
people,
He's a big Adam Sandler fan.
He's a big Adam Sandler
listen,
fan.
everybody. I want you all to know that Phil's a huge Adam Sandler fan.
I am.
And I am not a huge Hulk Hogan fan. So I am
Please.
telling you that I strongly feel Hulk Hogan is more famous than Adam Sandler. Do you think Adam Sandler belongs on the top 11 list?
I don't think top 11, but he's
So
more
you
famous
don't think
than
Hulk Hogan belongs on the top 11
Correct.
list? Dude, Hulk Hogan is
You're gonna put Hulk Hogan in the same list as Elvis effing Presley and
Yes.
Babe Ruth?
not as far as how good they were at their careers. This isn't like who's had a better career, who's a better, entertainer or whatever it is. It's who's more famous. Everybody knows who Hulk Hogan is.
Everybody knows who.
How many Hulkamania shirts are there out there? How many Adam Sandlers are there? I've never seen anybody with any Adam Sandler stuff on.
Please, if you've never commented on this before, if you've never
I
on
like
any
Adam
YouTube
Sandler
video
better.
before, please make this be your first
I
one,
like
and
Adam
let me
Sandler.
know that
I
Adam Sandler
like
is more
Adam
popular
Sandler.
than Hulk frickin'
Not
Hogan.
popular. Not
famous.
more popular.
More famous.
More famous. That's what you're getting wrong. You just said it. You just spoke to your misguidance. It's not about popularity. It's about fame. They're not the same thing.
He says Eminem needs to be on the list.
Well, not in
for
the top 11, Heath. Not in the top 11.
I don't think there's enough non-rap fans who know who he is.
We're not going to be able to finish this list because I strongly believe that Hulk Hogan is the top 11 most famous people of all time.
You cannot be serious
Hold
right
on,
now.
hold on. That's why we have 3 people. I think Hulk Hogan should be on the list.
But if we don't
my
all
dear God.
think they should all be on the list, it doesn't do us
Just
any
step
good.
aside a second here, Jaden. Okay, I see Frank Sinatra. He's ahead of Hulk Hogan. Will Smith's ahead of Hulk
What do you mean
Hogan.
ahead?
More famous.
This is what's happening, Jaden.
Howard Stern is more
he's
famous than Hulk
downplaying
Hogan.
what Hulk
Tom
Hogan-
Cruise is way more famous than Hulk Hogan.
He's downplaying what Hulk Hogan is famous for. He doesn't think that pro wrestling is serious. It's not. Who
is that?
He doesn't think that
A Tupac?
pro wrestling is as mainstream as the other stuff. That doesn't mean he's not more famous.
Madonna's more famous than Hulk Hogan.
I disagree.
Who is? Oh, Gordon Ramsay's more.
What do
famous
you
than
think
Hulk Hogan.
famous means? That's what I want to know.
More people know what they are and what they did.
I agree. I think Gordon. I don't know. I'm getting into that thing where I like Gordon Ramsay a lot more.
How about internationally too? Throw in internationally. Is wrestling huge internationally?
People know who Hulk Hogan is,
People know
dude.
who Hulk Hogan is.
More so than Madonna.
Yes.
Or Adam Sandler.
If you bring it into international, Hulk Hogan beats Madonna and Adam Sandler easy.
Listen, not that they're better.
I know, I get
Or
that.
not that they're more popular, but more people know who he is. Everybody knows who Hulk Hogan is.
Everybody knows who Madonna and Adam Sandler are.
Not everybody knows who Adam Sandler is.
Yes.
If you show somebody a picture of Adam Sandler, they might be like, I don't know who that is.
No, they'd be like, "Oh, that's Adam Sandler." Hey, how you doing, guys?
Just because you're in love with Adam Sandler? Just because you're in love with Adam Sandler.
Dude, I do
We can't
love
make
Adam
this
Sandler.
list. We can't make this list. Because I still have a strong
It's
argument.
too hard. 11
I
is too
still have a
hard.
strong argument for Howard Stern as being in the top 11.
I can get on Howard Stern over Hulk Hogan.
We're not deciding where to drop nukes, guys.
Here's
We're
a
making
question.
a list.
Here's a question. Here's a big question.
Okay, I know. He's going to ask me some kind of question that he thinks is undermining my Hulk argument because that's what he does when he does it. That's what he does, right? I have a question. His eyebrow goes like this. He thinks he's going to prove me wrong right here, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready for this? He thinks he's going to prove me wrong. Let's go. Let me hear it.
This is a fun argument. It's
Okay,
not a
let's hear it.
legit argument.
Let me
It's a
hear you.
fun argument.
Let me hear it.
Describe Hulk Hogan for me. Again, how
He's
you did?
about 6'5".
No. How you did when you first brought him up?
That was on. I was quoting Sonny.
Right. They were explaining to someone who the fuck he was because that person didn't know him.
That was a TV show.
I mean, wow, yeah.
That wasn't real life.
See, but
Wait a minute. Are you telling me that sponge that lives under the sea is real?
He's got to be on the list if he's real, right?
Yeah, he's got to be on the list.
I said it wasn't a legit argument. It was a fun argument.
Okay. Hulk Hogan was also in Rocky 3, by the way.
Rocky 3. That definitely.
I mean, I'm just saying, he's gonna live on through that.
Mr. T was in Rocky 3 too.
Yeah, he was.
I think
Everybody knows who Mr.
I think
Dude,
Hulk Hogan belongs on the list.
Top 11.
Yes.
Top 11 most famous people of all time. See, he's just laughing at it because it sounds silly. Because it does.
sound silly.
It sounds ridiculous.
Does sound silly.
It does sound ridiculous, but man, you got to consider it. And I don't want to keep making the list if we to me the list it's too hard.
I can't agree on him in top 11.
Then I think we need to just decide on the last one.
Where are we? Do we have 9?
We have 10. We only need
We have
one
10.
more.
Not if Hulk Hogan's
Not if Hulk Hogan's not on the list. We have 10 if Hulk Hogan is on the list.
We have room for one more of the most famous people of all time, and it should be Hulk Hogan.
It should be Hulk Hogan.
It doesn't sound great. It doesn't sound great. But everybody knows who that dude is. What about Judge Judy?
Hulk Hogan over Charlie Chaplin?
Yes.
Judge Judy. I think Clint Eastwood definitely belongs on that list before Hulk Hogan.
No.
Nope.
I can't picture what Clint Eastwood looks like.
Listen, dude. Hulk Hogan is in your face. Dude, he is. He's in your face. There's Hulkamania t-shirts everywhere.
Hulk Hogan's not even his real name. Hulk Hogan is a character in itself. You said it yourself. The name is fucking Terry something, right?
Yeah.
That's the only argument that I think could get you.
Hulkster, I want you to listen to this, brother. Listen, brother. Let's get Hulk Hogan in here.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan, if you're watching, come beat up him.
Listen, he's too big. He's too famous to be on this show.
Yeah, true. The Rock would come down. The Rock would
We
come
could
down.
probably get Sinatra. No, he's dead. We could probably get...
He's on your side. He says Hulk belongs on this list. Hulk needs to round out the top 11.
Well,
No, he's number 10,
he's
buddy.
number 10.
Oh, he's only number 10?
Wait, we haven't ranked him. We haven't.
So
even
there's
ranked
someone
We haven't even
someone
haven't
else
ranked him
less
yet.
famous than Hulk Hogan?
No,
One
not
more?
necessarily less famous.
Oh my God. Dear Lord.
See, I strongly listen. Here's why I think Howard Stern belongs on this list.
Hold on a second.
You're again talking about popularity versus fame. Okay, Howard Stern has millions of people who listen to him every day. Listen, wait. He has millions of people who listen to him every day. He doesn't go away. Like
if
a
you're
movie
putting Hulk Hogan on that list, you don't need to convince me about Howard Stern. I've told you I agree, Howard Stern.
I don't think. But see, here's Howard Stern, and then we got Tom Cruise and Tom Brady and LeBron James and Tiger Woods.
Yeah, we don't even have LeBron on there. You're trying to tell me that more people know who Hulk Hogan is than LeBron freaking James?
Yes.
Heath?
People who don't follow sports still know who Hulk Hogan is.
I think Howard
because he's been in our face for so long.
He's not in our face anymore.
Yes,
But you
he
still
is.
know who he is.
Yeah, I know who he was because I was a wrestling fan.
I can listen. I've never watched a single.
Does
wrestling-
Mom know who Hulk Hogan is?
Yes.
Does Grandma? Grandma
Yeah.
Flora?
Text Mom right now and
Does
ask her who
Aunt
Hulk-
Donna know who
Let's
Hulk
call
Hogan is?
Mom right now live. and
Does
ask
Hannah
her.
Dentel? Does Emma Connolly?
Yes, everybody does. I've never watched a single wrestling thing in my life, and I can picture down to the
Does
last
Grayson
hair.
Sherman know? Does Adam and Alex Cantwell know who
I
Hulk
can
Hogan
picture
is?
to the last.
Well, they
hair.
know because of Sonny.
I can picture
Mom.
Hulk Hogan's pores.
Hi.
You're live on the.
how
You're
are
live on
you?
YouTube.
I'm fine. What's the matter?
I have a question for you.
Okay.
Can you hear her, Phil?
I can hear.
Okay. Do you know who Hulk Hogan is?
Yeah.
Who is he?
He's a wrestler.
He's a wrestler. Do you know who Adam Sandler is?
He's an actor.
Okay, good. Do you know? Give me another one.
Madonna,
You know who Madonna is, right?
A singer.
Yeah.
Clint Eastwood.
I mean, that doesn't matter. But you do know who Hulk Hogan is.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Can you tell me what he looks? Is he tall?
What?
What color does he wear?
Hulk, yellow.
That's pretty good.
All right. Thank you. You proved my point.
Thanks, Grandma.
Love you.
Love you, Mom.
Wait a minute.
What?
Wear yellow.
Yes, he
Yeah,
does
he
wear
wears
yellow.
yellow.
You're on the air, by the way. We're live, and you just told everybody that Hulk Hogan is.
My girlfriend Barbara used to date Hulk Hogan.
No, she used to date Sergeant Slaughter.
Sergeant Slaughter.
Who's that?
I suppose he's more famous than Clint Eastwood, too.
All right. Thanks,
What
Mom.
about Erwin R. Shyster, the tax
I
man?
love you.
I mean,
Bye.
Sergeant Slaughter wasn't G.I. Joe.
You said
But
you asked me if Mom knew who Hulk Hogan was, and she did. She's
Sergeant-
73. What is she? 74 years old. She knows who Hulk
And
Hogan
she
is.
knows he wears a
Hold
lot
on.
of yellow.
Hold on.
Sergeant Slaughter isn't. Sergeant Slaughter wasn't in Rocky 3, though.
And she knows.
Here's one for you. Are you
And
ready?
she knows
Here you go.
what color he wore.
Ready?
What?
Call your sister-in-law.
Tana,
No,
Jessica, Casey,
Casey.
Grayson. Hi, you're on the air.
Ask.
Wait, can you hear Grayson?
No,
Grayson, talk.
I can't hear. You got to put the speaker on the mic.
All right, talk now.
Okay, barely hear him.
Talk louder.
Just ask the
ask him the
question.
question.
Okay, I have a question for you. Do you know who Hulk Hogan is?
Yeah.
All right, what color does he wear? Mostly.
Huh?
Do you know what color he wears or no?
No.
Okay. Do you know what he does? What he did?
No, but I know who he is.
Okay. Thank you.
Doesn't know what he did.
I think that makes a stronger argument.
Cora.
Yeah, I agree.
Cora.
I
Cora.
agree. It makes a stronger argument that he knows.
Call up Casey. Call up Casey. Ask Cora. Ask Cora who Adam Sandler is, and ask her who is Hulk Hogan.
I mean, you've already
She will
lost
tell
twice.
us.
This
You've
is
already lost
unnecessary.
twice.
This is unnecessary.
You've already lost twice because you asked me.
Again, Mom was more in our inner circle when we were kids, when we were growing up.
That's
We
what
were
makes
huge-
Hulk Hogan famous, you dummy.
No. But
Do you think Mom was the only one who had
Cora-
kids who watched wrestling?
listen, Cora wasn't in either of our circles.
Wait, who is this?
She's
Hello?
Hey.
Casey.
Yeah.
Are you with your daughter right now?
Yeah.
You're by the way, you're on the air.
Did we call this the air? You're on the web.
Yeah,
You're
we're
on-
on
you're
the-
on-
We're live.
You're
We're
live on the internet.
Live on our show. I just want to ask you I want to ask Cora if she knows who Hulk Hogan is.
What?
Do you know who Hulk Hogan is?
Hulk Hogan. You know who he is? The Hulk? Yeah.
Okay, thank you. That's all I
No,
needed
ask
to know.
her what she does. What does Hulk Hogan do?
Oh.
Listen, wait.
Inconclusive.
Doesn't matter.
Because Casey said the Hulk. She probably thinks the big green dude.
I mean, she said Hulk Hogan. I said Hulk Hogan.
Listen, he's on the list.
You're getting wrecked, dude.
You're
You're getting
getting
wrecked right now.
You're
Want me
getting
to call
wrecked.
Grandma Flora?
No, don't call anybody
Want me to call
else.
Grandma Flora?
Don't
Because
call
I
anybody-
bet your Grandma Flora
Don't call
knows
anybody else.
who Hulk Hogan
Don't
is
call
too.
anybody else.
So we have now done the youngest person we know, and I can call the oldest person we know and get her to
We
tell me
know
who
younger
Hulk
people.
Hogan
Guys,
is.
Dad, we have Chinese food in the other room.
Okay, Hulk Hogan
Chinese,
on the list.
Chinese food you can microwave.
You just lost.
3 phone calls and Hulk Hogan makes the list over Clint
Yes.
Eastwood. Okay.
Well, I mean, I shot down your arguments.
How about
Do you think Mom knows who Hulk Hogan is?
First of all,
I'm
we
like,
didn't
who's Hulk
prove-
Hogan? She's like, yes.
First of all, we
Does
did
Grayson know who Hulk Hogan is? I'm like, did you know?
can we
Grayson?
put Tom
Hogan?
Cruise
Yes.
on the list and call it a day?
Yes.
over Tom Brady and LeBron James.
Tom Cruise, yes.
I can get on board with Tom Cruise.
Okay. As one of the most famous people of all time.
Yeah.
Okay. See. Again, you're not understanding how famous Hulk Hogan is.
I'm understanding just fine.
Listen,
We're gonna take a poll at school tomorrow. We're gonna ask students.
That's. I mean, if they know them both, it's not.
And listen, and if they do, I will come on and I will make a video, a short, admitting that I was wrong.
Listen, I respect this conversation that's going on right now, but I am really hungry. I haven't eaten all day.
Okay.
Hold on a minute. I just I'm sorry. You're wrong about Hulk Hogan.
Is this the
You
video?
can't show videos on the air.
Yeah,
You can't show another.
Why?
person's-
Don't do that.
You
Don't do
can't
it.
I can show it for a few seconds.
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I will watch it.
You'll watch
I
it.
will watch it. I promise.
All right.
All right, so that's it. We're gonna wrap it up. Tell
think we're
us
gonna
the
wrap it
top
up.
11,
We didn't-
including Hulk.
We didn't even
Freaking Hogan.
Yeah.
we
haven't
didn't even
ranked it.
rank them, but we'll rank them another
We'll
time.
rank them and then we'll do the actual episode.
Are we gonna do the? I thought this was
This is the
actual.
actual.
Oh, this is the actual
I
episode.
thought
All
this
right,
is
Elvis, Marilyn,
Marilyn Monroe,
Babe
Jackson,
Ruth,
Babe Ruth,
Michael Jackson,
Michael Jackson.
Jordan,
Michael Jordan,
Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali,
Hulk Hogan, more famous.
Hulk
than
Hogan.
Hulk Hogan.
Don't put Hulk Hogan at 6.
I'm not ranking them. That's 7.
Oh,
Oprah,
He's chanting for Eminem to make
Jim
this list.
Carrey, Beyonce, and Tom Cruise.
yeah.
I don't think Tom Cruise is the top 11 most famous people of all time, but okay, I can get on board with it.
Okay.
It does sound a little funny, but it's the truth.
It really is, dude. You can make a case for him as like number 3.
3.
Yeah. Dude, everybody knows who he is,
He
man.
knows who he is. Listen,
Everybody knows who Hulk Hogan is.
More people know who Hulk Hogan than Adam Sandler. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to tell you.
I don't.
You don't have to be.
It doesn't have to be fair. It doesn't have to be fair.
I'm
but
not saying. Listen, it doesn't hurt my feelings.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
it
does.
really
Don't you think
doesn't.
It hurts his feelings.
It blows my freaking mind, is what it does.
Blows your mind that it's true, or it blows your mind that we think it's true.
That you think it's true.
That it's true. It blows his mind that it's true.
He thinks
He
we're.
says
he
no Tom Cruise. That's what he says.
Yeah, I don't. All time Tom Cruise. That means that we have Tom Cruise as the most famous actor of all time.
No, we have Jim Carrey on that list.
Oh yeah.
And Marilyn Monroe is on that list.
Is Tom
Elvis
Cruise?
Presley's on that
Is
list. He acted.
Tom Cruise more famous than Frank Sinatra?
Yes.
When it's all said and done.
Maybe not when it's all said and done.
Well, that's what matters. Isn't
I
it?
think Frank Sinatra belongs on that list.
I
but,
could put
I mean, I
Sinatra
could be
instead
wrong.
of Cruz.
But I could be wrong.
You want to put Sinatra instead of Cruz?
I don't think one person makes a difference at this point. I think Clint Eastwood maybe belongs on there ahead of both those two.
I disagree.
And adding Hulk Hogan.
What about Chuck Norris?
Chuck Norris.
Chuck
Bruce
Norris.
Lee,
Chuck Norris.
Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan, no. Not in the top 11.
I think it should be.
Right now, the coronavirus is getting a Chuck Norris shot. Did you
I
know
wish.
that?
I wish it was Glenn Howerton.
Oh, boy.
All right, here's
You
my
guys
vote.
need to do another one. This one with fictional people and characters. That's a good idea.
We should,
a
Heath,
good
but
idea.
we need people to watch us.
Top 11 most famous fictional characters of all time. You've got to think Harry Potter
We could do that right after we're done eating.
and
That'd be fun.
Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, let's do
And-
that.
All right.
Someone else gets to be up here, though.
No,
My
I
feet
don't
are
want to.
getting tired.
I don't want to.
I can't be up here again.
Yeah,
We don't need to be
you
up there.
can. You can be up there. Again.
We can
No,
be
I'm
down.
Not, I'm not being up here again.
You don't. Yeah, we don't need to write them down like
We
did.
can just sit down.
This will be easier. Heath, great idea.
I
Great
like it
idea.
a lot. Ooh, Mario.
Heath, we're gonna come back and do it. So tell your friends.
But I gotta eat first.
Tell as many friends as you possibly can, because we want to do it. We're gonna have famous people call us in, like my mom.
Yeah, you didn't even get the question out of Cora I wanted.
What did you want to know? Oh,
I want Casey said the Hulk. So that she probably thought the green guy, and then I wanted to know if she knew who Adam Sandler was too.
They sound like Casey was driving.
Because I can tell you right now, there are kids at our school who know who Adam Sandler is, but do not know Hulk Hogan, and I don't think vice versa.
Incorrect.
But that doesn't cement your
Oh,
argument.
but just mom calling mom does?
No, but it gets rid of your argument that you said. You see what I'm saying? It is not just because mom knows who he is doesn't cement my argument. No, it doesn't. But it gets rid of the argument that you said, because you said, do you think mom knows who Hulk Hogan is? Mom doesn't know who Hulk Hogan is. Yes, she does.
Okay.
You said, does
You're right.
Grayson
You
doesn't
proved me
know?
wrong there.
Grayson doesn't know who Hulk Hogan is. Yes, he does. I mean, what else? I mean, you want me to call Grandma
So
Flora?
it won't matter then if I do a survey at school and that
Yeah,
won't
it
count?
will. It will. It'll help a little bit. But what?
And
I'm not telling you that the people at your school won't know who Adam Sandler is. I'm not saying that to you.
I'm telling you right now.
You're wrong about that, by the way. There is nobody in that school that doesn't know who Hulk Hogan is. You're gonna get some very disappointing results.
Listen, listen, and I'll tell you this right now. I am very good at admitting when I'm wrong.
It's probably
If I take this survey and I find out I'm wrong, I will do a solo short. Come on, eat crow, and say I was wrong.
Let me ask you a question. If they know who both of them are, is that
That'll
for
help.
you or for us?
That's for you.
Okay.
And I will admit that.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to sign off for a bit and get some food in us. Then we'll come back. Heath?
Maybe.
We got millions of cells watching.
Maybe we should try the next one on Facebook, see if that helps.
Yeah, then we can
viewership.
redo it. We can redo it.
Redo it.
Well, because Jaden doesn't like to do it. Well, we got one. Then we got one in the can now.
We got one in the can, but we're wasting content if we.
But
Do it on
but
Facebook.
we can do it again.
Can we talk about this off the air?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
go.
We got millions of cells watching us when Heath watches, so that's good.
All right.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Yep.
Heath.